You know, one thing I'm happy to say about Minerva's Den DLC is that it hasn't crashed for me yet, which is very nice. That was always happening in the campaign. I was just crashing in the individual levels. Now I don't know how much longer this is going to be, this DLC, but I assume this is the last level. So I guess it's a good length for a DLC. Well, let's see here. Let's just hack this.
Not yet, Sigma! I am still crunching the numbers!
Stop facing my fire and don't come and... Oops!
Watch out!
Oh, that happened.
Hell, there's one way into the core that wall can't lock off. The maintenance access shafts. Sorry to send you down through the pit. It's all we've got.
See, I'll note that I got this guy on my side simply by grabbing him there. Let's go find something for this guy to kill because I know he's gonna, disappear on me.
You turn my stomach, Puff.
What is driving you into the core, Sigma? What compels you to defy the Thinker's equation?
I got better things to do anyhow.
That's good to know. He will, he will basically, go away if, you do that to him. Alright. So, basically, at this point, let's just, do this normally. So, yeah, that's basically, what the Hypnotize can do for you. Pretty straightforward. Oh, god damn it. I really wish that, the map key and the help key weren't the same thing. Ow, ow, ow. Awesome. I have this guy to, use. Let's not have that happen again, please, but whatever. There's some buckshot for my troubles. There's another ion laser. Those look like fucking splicers with electric weapons and stuff. For those who don't know, basically in the first game there was fucking splicers that would basically use crowbars and stuff, but they have elemental weapons attached to their things. So they're more threatening. Let's do that here. You know, let's just free some guys, I guess, because why not? Aw, dead putty cat. Alright, well, that's fine.
Is it your deep love for Porter and for Tenenbaum? Ha! You hardly know them, Sigma. You have never even met them.
Today's Rapture waters everywhere. Take advantage of maintenance issues with the fountain of Unif and let them wash your cares away. Ah, that's just funny. I can basically store myself automatically with this. That's cool. I like that. Alright, when I get the chance, I'll put that on. Well, that was painful.
Ryan's secret police came for Porter long ago. And now he has reappeared in Minerva's den? A man sent to Persephone does not just open his cell door and walk home.
Okay, where's the next Turk gonna drop from? Alright, nothing basically use here. Now I gotta remember I can do that to the machines to blow them up. Well, let's just do this. Get some rivets out.
I have tried to keep you from the heart of the machine. You did not listen. When the pangs of familiarity sting you, my friend, you will have only yourself to blame.
Alright, so this is a very long corridor, basically, but whatever. Alright, there's an audio recording over here.
Well, Thinker, Ryan's secret police are on their way. They cooked up some kind of evidence against me. Treason, they say. I've heard what happens to folks who get disappeared, come back as one of those metal daddies. So, I'm leaving you with something to cogitate on in my absence. Inputting Rapture departure protocol. Figure a way to get yourself out of this city, Thinker. You've got to live on, no matter what happens to me. You'll find a way.
Alright. We'll lose some stuff in here because I can. What's going on in here, then? I expect this is going to be some sort of boss fight.
You're in the Thinker's core. The code printer is upstairs in the control booth. Top-level access only. You'll need to confirm your genetic identity to start the printing process.
Now, I want to know something, by the way. I've already basically collected all the little sisters, so I want to get myself some health. You know, Fountain of Youth is interesting, but I wonder if there's like anything else I want to use instead. That could be useful. There's Electric Fresh, Drill Vampire. I think we'll get Deadly Machines. Put that there. I guess I want to basically hack the stuff down here if I can. Now here's the question. What's going to happen when, like, you know, we get to, like, the finale of this? Is the Thinker going to turn on us? Is it going to turn on its creator? Is it going to turn on the guy who's controlling it? Well, like it or not, I'm going up, so let's do this. There's our health station here. I guess they expect me to use lots of Eve here. You know, let's have this ready and we'll throw this at people if there's lots of, like, splicers to kill. There's where we have to go. Now here's a question. Where's this guy who, you know, we've been interacting with the entire time? Where is he?
Porter, you have forced my hand, you see? The Thinker is shut down. That leaves only two variables. You and me. The equation ends here.
Well, there he is.
Herr Sigma, it is Dr. Tannenbaum. With the computer disabled, Minerva's den is falling to pieces. No pressure regulation, no air supply. You must defeat Vol and bring the Thinker back to full power.
Okay, we gotta kill these guys. Let's get him on our side. Let's prepare you. Where'd they go? Whoopsie. I hit my own thing there.
Your moment has come, old friend. I stand before you, the trusted partner who put a knife in your back. Do not disappoint me.
Okay, they're attacking me, so... Get you with that. Let's just buy you out. I mean, the easy way of doing it is just buy this stuff outright, so... Stop hitting me. Well, we achieved him.
Quickly, take the administrator punch card from Vol's body and reactivate the thinker.
Okay, let's go reactivate the thinker. I never really fought much of the boss fights in this game. That was really no different.
Mainframe reactivated. Confirming user's genetic identity. Genetic identity confirmed. Alpha series. Subject Sigma. Former identity. Charles Milton Porter.
Okay.
Welcome back, Milton.
System ending personality duplication. Subject Charles Milton Porter.
You see now why I let the machine speak for you, Mr. Porter. We needed a voice that would be familiar, comforting, your own. With that copy of the Thinker's programming, we may return to the surface and use it to restore you to the man you once were. Please, collect the printout and meet me at your bathysphere dock. Take your time, Mr. Porter. I will be waiting.
Alright, well. The Bioshock never fails to have interesting, like, you know, stories and climax points. That's a real twist. I'll give him that. Let's get out of here then. Well, this way we go. So we're Porter, but the computer was basically, you know, acting like we were Porter. Right? He was Porter instead, so that, you know, he basically, like, you know, guides along. You know, I like the fact that the machine isn't necessarily evil, because that's always done so much in these games.
I believe I'm done feeding audio recordings and personal anecdotes to the Thinker. I am set to test the personality duplication function. Target personality, Pearl Porter. Thinker, Are you ready?
Yes, Milton.
Starting test. Hello, Pearl?
Hello, Milton.
How... How have you been?
Just wonderful, Milton. I've missed you, though. It's been so long.
Pearl, No. No, this isn't right. It isn't her. Thinker, stop the test.
But what's the matter, Milton?
Oh, God.
Don't you still love me?
Oh, God, I said end function, Thinker. Now! It's over.
By the way, I can't jump at this point, so I assume we're basically done the game. We're just, like, sort of moseying our way out. We're just walking our way around now. Just getting out of here. So who we were, who Pearl was. I have learned of the death of your wife, Pearl. I hereby extend to you my heartfelt sympathy in your great loss. You're truly yours, Prime Minister Winston Churchill. So very grounded in history. And probably the Prime Minister of England would have actually said something like that.
The Thinker never gave up on you, Mr. Porter. It could not leave you behind. Please, step up to the console and begin the bathysphere launch sequence. We have much work ahead of us.
There's Tenenbaum. Log out.
I lived through the Blitz, Pearl, and the fall of Rapture. They took my memory, my voice, everything that made me a man, but nothing ever scared me so much as saying goodbye. I wanted to save you. I couldn't resist trying to bring you back the only way I knew how. But you didn't want that. I know it now. And I think I'm finally ready to let you go your way. I stand here with the sun on my face, and it's almost like I can feel you smiling. Goodbye, Pearl. I love you more than I've got words for. Milton.
Alright, that looks to be it. So, I'll drop a couple of, notes here, basically, since this is the end of Minerva's Den. Basically, taking Minerva's Den by itself, it's an okay story. Basically, it's about, Milton here, who's basically been turned into, Sigma, the Big Daddy. And, basically, how the Thinker basically rescues him. And, they get basically out of Rapture, and with Tenenbaum there. So that's basically how Tenenbaum escapes. In connection to, the rest of, Rapture and, the Bioshock, mythos, it's a side story, basically, is what this is. We already knew this, for going in, if you read the DLC description, is a side story. And it's not a bad side story. I think it's actually okay-ish. I'm not really sure it's, worth buying by itself, but, it's not bad. It basically has, a bit of expanded gameplay on it. It does, tie in, into the rest of Rapture, because obviously, the automation of Rapture's doors and stuff like that. This is what basically made it possible. So it basically explains where that basically aspect of technology came from. Someone basically created it and did it for Rapture. And the ending was pretty good too as well, because basically like you learn like, you know, you were basically poor the entire time. And the figure was basically representing you, though it wasn't actually you. And that's basically it for a DLC, I guess, so we're done. Okay, so some closing remarks I really have to throw in here. One of the things that makes Bioshock, both 1 and 2, really great is the fact that basically when you go into these games, you're being immersed in like the philosophies and like, you know, the theologies and the mindsets of like, you know, great thinkers of the past. Basically talking about stuff like libertarianism, communism, fascism, all this other good stuff. You don't really hear a whole lot like, you know, communism, fascism, or like, you know, the church basically in this one. But that's fine. Basically like, you know, it's like talking about like greed really, like in these like these games and like, you know, the folly of like the man, the folly of like the group. And like, you know, that's basically what this game's all about. It's sort of like immerses you in like these like philosophies without actually like, trying to like, you know, force you into like, you know, learning about them. And that's what makes this game great. And I think it's what sets it apart from Bioshock Infinite, which I'll be doing in the future at some point, because Bioshock Infinite takes a very different approach, shall we say, to you know, sort of like, you know, throwing you into like this like type of like, you know, mumbo jumbo of like, you know, intellectual stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed the series. That's basically it for now. I'll note by the way the ending's always the same. There is no like no morale system in this one. Obviously the DLC, it's just the same ending all the time. But that's fine. And yeah, take care.